What's up, my beloveds? Y'all, let's talk about that movie we saw.
Yes, that's a whole different subject.
There is a movie called Torin's Life. What's it called? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Woo!
It was we watched it outside.
We watched it outside, me, Nate, and Darius. And let me tell y'all where y'all can get this movie from. Now, this movie is about he got murdered in 2019, last year, actually in September. Y'all, when I tell you this movie was so sad, he reminds me so much of Darius. He was so handsome. He can dress really, really nice. I mean, very nice looking boy. So good.
It's basically like a documentary interview, this kind of thing of his family members, and they discuss how he was murdered and kind of the events leading up to it, and just like the whole thing.
Right.
And a lot of you guys, I know, when we discuss like this is more of a different level, I think, but like you guys like watching the true crime things.
It's called Torin, an Eli Greene Film, and you guys.
Yes, it's his name, Torin.
Right, and you can purchase this on Vimeo. What's it called? V-I-M-E-O.
It's Vimeo.
So you can download the app, y'all. Purchase it, and I think it's only like $6.99. But it is the most. I think it's a very, very good documentary because because it really helps families and everything, and just to know the safety where your child is and be able to be careful about certain things.
I know people say this all the time, but it's just like things can happen that you just wouldn't expect. Like, everything happens to somebody else, if that makes sense. Everything bad happens to somebody else until it happens to you. You know, like everything that's outrageous. Like we're talking about this story.
I was just saying that when it was a very sad. I promise y'all, but y'all will learn so much if you just do this with your children, families, parents. Watch this with your kids. It is so profounding. Like, it's really eye-opening because, you know, he was just an innocent boy, you know, doing his thing, doing Instagram, you know, graduated high school, looking forward to going to college and everything. Very smart, very handsome, and just a very good-hearted person. And sometimes people can use you, and that's what happens a lot. You know, we gotta teach our kids, you know, you can be kind. And he probably thought everybody was good, but people would still talk about him. He changed schools because he got bullied and everything, and he got killed, y'all. They murdered him. And it was one of his friends. So-called friend.
Right. Which sounds crazy to me. And they were friends for a year. To me, that's considered like enough. Well, first of all, I don't expect anybody to murder anybody. Like, I don't, you know, you're not expecting anybody. Even if I had a friend that was from 2 days, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, she could still murder me. Like, no, like.
You don't think that in your back of your head.
You don't think that at all, but especially a year-long friend.
And that's even more difficult to be saying, no, they ain't gonna murder me. You ain't got murder in your mind when you calling that friend on the phone and say, yeah, I'm gonna meet you here.
Let's hang out.
Yeah, let's hang out. You have no clue. They're thinking like, I've known this person for over a year. They have never ever gave me a notion that they'll kill me. Right.
I have friends from college.
Right.
That I just don't. I would scream. Well, actually, I would be screaming, but I just what? Like that just sounds crazy for being a friend of someone for a year.
Yeah.
And they have it in them to murder somebody that they've been friends with for a year. That seems like it's just crazy.
Y'all have to watch that. It's an Eli Greene Film. He made that
You have a hard time saying documentary.
I do.
You always say documentary.
I know.
It's documentary.
He made the documentary and it was very, it's just sad. But I think he did a good job for that to be his, I think that was his first film, and he's going to do other films, but he promised his mother, that family, that he's going to get it out to everybody. Go check it out. Download Vimeo. I'm good.
I'm going to put the link in the description, right? Or no? Can you do that?
Can I? He said,
How you?
Yeah, download the app. Vimeo.
But there should be a link to it. We can. I don't know.
If there's a link, I'm gonna ask them. If there's a link,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in there. But if it's not,
Check in the description to see if there's a link. If it's not, it's Torin. That's how you spell Torin.
Torin.
And Eli Greene Film. ELI.
Yep, it's ELI. And ELIGREENE.
Yeah, Green is
Film.
spelled GREENE film.
A documentary, y'all. A documentary of him. Oh, so sad. He was so handsome. And he reminded me so much of Darius. I was just like in tears, like, oh my God. I'm looking at Darius all over again.
I guess.
The part when he was dancing. And then he was acting. Woo! And singing. That's all he did. They said every time they knew he was home when he sung.
Okay.
Yeah, all of that, Darius. You know it lined up with you.
All right.
We know when Darius home. Is Darius home yet? I don't know. Oh yeah, he home. Y'all heard that? Let me you in your room.
I'm leaving the video.
Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever?
911, what's your emergency?
Christine McClarty here with ABC 27 News. We are on the grounds of the National Civil War Museum in Harrisburg, and just behind me, a body was discovered this morning. I was just chatting with the school bus driver who discovered the body.
I don't think any man should be treated the way Torin was treated.
Why? Like, why would you do this to him? Like, what possessed you to kill him?
Police say Randolph and Acevedo robbed Dworshak at gunpoint in the first block of Thomas Street before forcing him into the trunk of his own car. According to police, Acevedo then shooting Dworshak twice in the face while he was still in the trunk.
Can I lay by your side next to you? And make sure you're alright. I'll take care of you. I don't want to be here if I can't be with you tonight.